Guess what showed up at my local Meijer recently? Yeah, that's right. We are back at it again with the NECA Ultimate action figures. Today we are looking at the Halloween H20 20 years later Ultimate Michael Myers action figure. This guy. This shape. Here he is compared to the previously looked at Halloween Kills Michael Myers. So he's actually a little bit shorter, which I guess makes sense because, different actors and whatnot. Here he is with Spider-Man, taller than Spider-Man. Here he is with Mr. Ghostface. He is taller than Mr. Ghostface. And then as far as how tall this guy actually is, let's find out together. So he stands, let's say he is just under 3, or he's just under 3 inches. No, he's just under 7 3/4 inches. Just slightly below that. And if we flip that around to metric, looks like he is just about under 20 centimeters. So, yeah. Here he is. I think he looks really good, and we're going to get this out of the way because I'm curious here. If y'all are familiar with H20, which if you're watching this video, you probably are, then you are most likely aware of the different looks that Michael has throughout the movie with the different masks and whatnot. And so I'm curious of which of the masks is your favorite. I'm sure it's not the CGI one, but the main question is, between the one that looks like the Curse from Michael Myers, or Curse of Michael Myers mask, the Stan Winston one, and then the K&B one. For me, my favorite, the one that looks like the Curse of Michael Myers mask, obviously that one's the best, but the K&B and the Stan Winston, I actually really like the K&B one, and that is what's represented here. And we'll get to the alternate head soon enough, but yeah, that's what look this is, and I gotta say it's really accurate to the K&B mask, how it looks really clean and kind of flat, but also kind of bubbly a little bit, where it looks accurate to the mask from the movie. And yes, he does have the detail there of the eyes underneath it. It's hard to pick up on camera, but I promise you that his eyes are visible. They're just really dark, but that's kind of accurate. He does have a flesh-colored neck there, and then he's got kind of like a really dark blue, almost black shirt underneath that, and then he's got, of course, his mechanic suit, which is in a nice dark blue type color. It is similar in color to the one from Halloween Kills, only this one is even darker than that, so there you go. I do like the folds and wrinkles, and, when it comes to NECA making Michael Myers figures, it is mostly pretty straightforward. I do like the extra wrinkles here with the bottom of the pants here to make them look super baggy, and also like the collar, how the collar is more like puffed up, and all of that. I think that the detail there looks good. And the hands look kind of, a little old and gnarled and messed up, but still, functional and whatnot. And then, yes, he is holding a knife there. We'll get to the other accessories soon enough, but yeah, that's about it. I guess the shoes are a nice black, and that's accurate enough, but yeah. So then as far as the articulation goes, the head is, of course, on the regular ball peg type thing, so it can move around, a little bit. He can look up about that far, down like that. He can, look around, and he can, of course, do the Michael Myers head tilt, just, not that much given the poofed up collar, but regardless, the arms, they can move, all the way around. And then he does also have some extension. He can go about to, a full length there, so that's pretty good. You don't get a biceps level, but you do get the NECA style double jointed elbow, and if you use both joints, you get that much range, which is, I think, pretty good. The lighting's going all over the place. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, and then what's cool about this, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but it has two different swivels here, so you can swivel it at the top, and you can swivel it down here toward the forearms, so there you go. That's why they make it like that, so that's pretty cool. Then you do get a swivel and a hinge for the hands on all of them. And then for the torso, you would probably expect, given this big piece here, it kind of gets in the way of the articulation. It does, but It's not too bad because he's not supposed to move around a whole lot. So yeah, he doesn't really move all that much. I mean, there is a joint in there, but it has barely any range. So there you go. And then for the legs, they do go forward, pretty decent amount. They do go back just a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, this guy doesn't run, he walks, so I feel like that would make sense. He does go out decently enough. And then you do get a thigh swivel. It's pretty good. You get a single jointed knee, which gives you really good range. So that's good. And then you do also get a swivel there. And then, of course, you do get the ankle joint, which goes back a decent amount, goes forward a decent amount. You can swivel it. You can pivot it just a little bit. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, I guess because it's Michael Myers, we have to do the thing of, can he do the setup thing? And the answer to that is, yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not the most amount of range, but he can do it. I don't think he ever does that in H20. It's been a really long time since I've seen that movie, but yeah. So if you wanted to do the Michael Myers setup, you can kind of do it. I mean, his legs do. Oh yeah, he does do it at the end. Yeah, because we're going to pretend that Halloween Resurrection doesn't exist, and that is Michael Myers in the back of the truck. But anyway, let's talk accessories. So he does have a bloody kitchen knife. He's got a bloody kitchen knife. But yeah, and then if you want a clean one, he does come with a clean one as well. So that's pretty cool. He does also have an ice skate, which you never actually see him use this as a weapon in the movie, but you know that he does use it because you see the body where, like, you know, Marion Chambers, she comes into the house and she sees Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. He's got the skate like wedged into his face. So you never see Michael actually use this as a weapon and rah, you know, go like that. But you know, it is shown like that. So it's got some blood on there. You got some. I do like the black and the white. I think it looks really good. And no, there isn't a hole in there, so you couldn't actually use this as like a shoe. Like, you can't just put this onto, you know, an action figure. Wouldn't really do anything, but it is cool nonetheless. And you do also get an axe because, again, we are going to pretend that Halloween Resurrection doesn't happen. That doesn't exist. And so when Laurie takes this and chops off the dude's head, that is actually Michael. We're just going to pretend that that was the case. So there we go. You got the nice looking axe there. And then you do also have, which I think is interesting, is you get this pumpkin here. And it's a very big pumpkin, not like, you know, like normally when you think of pumpkins, you probably think of them like being like stretched this way, not really going up and down. But this one is, and it also has a notch in there. And so what you could do is you could take one of the knives and just, you know, kind of shove it in there. And then there you go. So you can have a pumpkin. And this is really cool to have as like a decoration. Like, you have this kind of like in the background of a setup. I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, so you got kind of like what's supposed to be the stem. And then on the bottom, you don't really have a whole lot. But it does have some nice weathering to make it look like it's actually like got some dirt on it, because speaking from experience, because when I was in school, we would sometimes go field tripping. We'd take field trips to like pumpkin patches and that kind of thing. We'd pick them. And so I know what it's like of, like, you know, picking them up off the ground and having dirt on them and all of that. So it does look really accurate to that. Now, I do think it's interesting that it's kind of hollow in there. Like, it's kind of a hollow, thin plastic, but it does serve the job well enough, and you're ultimately not going to be using it for a whole lot other than using it as a display piece, so I feel like that makes sense. And then, like I said, we were talking about the mask, so this is the K&B mask, and it is my favorite out of the, you know, between that one and the Stan Winston one. But if you do want to see the Stan Winston one, they did recreate it really well. This is definitely the Stan Winston mask, and you can definitely see the eyes there. That's the main reason why I don't like it. I don't like his eyes being so visible, but it is accurate enough. And this is actually the head that came on him in the package. So, yeah, there you go. You got some nice detail there. I mean, the mask does look accurate, and the hair being all spiked out and all of that. Like I said, it does look accurate. It's just I'm not the biggest fan of that. But if you wanted to recreate, you know, the scene at the end of H20 where Laurie chops off the guy's head, it's like she uses the axe and then this head like rolls around, and then you have it like this, you know, you could do that. Again, let's pretend that that's Michael Myers and not the paramedic guy. And then what I also think is, I think this is simultaneously funny and just a really good, like, a really good thing in favor of NECA. Like, the people, I don't want to hear any criticism of, like, NECA doesn't put in the extra effort, because they absolutely do, and they always knock it out of the park, because in one scene, it is a pretty infamous scene in the movie, but in one scene, the mask is actually CGI. They recreated it so well. And I know that a lot of people don't like the CGI mask, and I'm one of them. I don't understand why they couldn't just find the Stan Winston mask, because they wanted to use that one. Why couldn't they just use it for that one scene? But regardless, the extra shading on here to make it look like it's not fully there and it's kind of fake and all of that. And in the scene, he is looking from this side, so it does look really accurate. And it looks bad, but it's supposed to look bad. And yeah, you got his eyes there. They are visible. There you go. But yeah, so I just really appreciate the attention to detail. They didn't have to put this in here, and I feel like if they had gone without it, people wouldn't have complained all that much of, oh, they didn't put the CGI mask in there. That's totally fine. We didn't like that one. But they did. They put it in here, and I think that that is so cool. Such a good attention to detail. And then he does also have some hands, of course. He does have some interchangeable hands. So both hands, he does have, both sides, he does have a kind of an open hand. He does also have a gripping hand on either side. Then he also has some different type of gripping hands. So you got kind of things like this where you can hold, I guess this is for the axe or whatever. And he does also have another larger gripping hand there, and maybe that is for the ice skate. So, like, using it like this, I don't know. Like I said, we never see him actually use it in the movie, but we just know that he does use it. Yeah, that's about it for this guy. We'll take a look at the box. I do like the artwork here, where it's got the mask there in that nice orange color. It's got the logo there, description. You got kind of the same thing on this side. You got some pictures of the figure and all of that. And you get a little read up on what he comes with. Got the same picture up there. Nothing really on the top. Nothing really on the bottom. There's that, if that helps anybody. There you go. And then just opening this one up here, get a nice picture of Michael there. And on the side, you got just kind of a, the window package. Nothing really out of the ordinary in terms of NECA, but it's still really good nonetheless. I am a huge NECA fan, especially with what they've been doing. And really, the more NECA figures that I collect, the more that I like the company. And so, yeah, I would say, like, if you are kind of on the fence of, like, if it's a character that you don't really care for, I understand it. Of, like, I don't really know if I want to get this because I don't really care for the character. But if it's something that you like and that kind of thing, I would highly recommend it, because yeah, they're, like, slightly more expensive than, other stuff on the market, but really, like, it's worth it, I would say. So, yeah, there you go. There's Michael with Michael from two different continuities. Now we just have to get, I mean, I know that there's a Thorn Michael Myers. I haven't found the Curse of Michael Myers figure. Haven't seen that one in person yet. And we're still waiting to get a Rob Zombie Tyler Mane Michael Myers. If y'all saw my video talking about the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, you know that I actually really like that version of him. So I'm really hoping that we get a Tyler Mane Michael Myers. I'm sure that we will, but regardless. So there you go. That's what we got right now, and that's about it for this. So if you enjoyed this video, you like this figure, you like H20, because I know the H20 is a popular pick for one of the best Halloween movies and all of that, do be sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to see more content like this, you can definitely subscribe. Check out my NECA horror playlist, and stay tuned for other stuff that is to come. But other than all of that, I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that I'll see you all later.